And lastly, the bottom line of it is this. This has nothing to do with Tamera. This got everything to do with the fact that if Anthony and Amber gonna get back together, then they need to leave Shayla and Wayne alone. Now with Shayla, they can't because there was baby involved. But with Wayne, there is no excuse why Wayne and Amber and Anthony are still dealing with each other. Why? Anthony does fine on his own. Anthony does not need Wayne, to be honest. Wayne needs Anthony more than Anthony needs Wayne. Bottom line, Wayne got into real estate and Wayne needs Anthony for that. Wayne is not in real estate like that. They the ones that find the properties. Wayne just puts his money into it. So how exactly do they need Wayne? In what way? Unless, like I said, Anthony's money is more liquidated, more so in loans, which we found out that's the case. So before y'all decide you want to come at somebody, you might want to listen to the whole entire video. You might want to listen to also my responses because I'm going to respond in my video. You think I don't sit around and think about how y'all going to come at me before I respond? Do you not think I don't think about your responses and what y'all going to say before I say something? I absolutely do because unlike y'all, I think about it from both perspectives. I think about it from how the fans are looking at it, the way Wayne is looking at it, and how it really truly is in real life. It's called being objective. It's called being logical. It's not being emotional. It's being logical. That is what we as coaches do. We ain't got time to be non-realistic. So, I'm just going to say it like this here. I get your points. I do. I get it. I understand it. Doesn't mean it's valid. Your opinions does not ever debunk fact. Bottom line, you can't debunk facts. If a person can pull up some receipts and pull up everything they said, that is what matters. If the other person can pull up receipts, they're not wrong either. As long as you can pull up the receipts to verify what you say, either side can be right. So, even though a person that may be making a negative point, you may think it's wrong because it's negative. No, not necessarily. Because just because you prove a point negatively doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's wrong when you act on it, when you behave on it, when you make choice decisions based upon it, and you actually do whatever it is negative. But to look at something negative does not make it wrong. It just means you're looking at a clear picture of everything on both sides and figuring out which direction you're going to take based upon both sides of the situation. So if one person has one perspective and they can prove it, the other person can turn right back around and take their whole argument and debunk their whole argument and still, be right. Because the other person is looking at it logically, whereas the other person is just about winning and about being right. And that's not how conversations work. It is not about being right. It's about being able to prove that what you're saying is correct. An opinion is not fact. You can't prove an opinion. But you can prove with receipts a thought. So if you're researching a topic and you're trying to figure out what topic you're going to do, that is based upon what you can prove. And if you ever took English, then you should know this by now. Conversations are based upon multiple different facets. But your opinion has nothing to do with how that other person going to take what you said. And freedom of choice and free will is something that you cannot mess with no matter how much you try. You can't make somebody see your perspective, and that's not how I am on this channel. It's not about you seeing my perspective. It's about me breaking this situation down from both standpoints. The fan standpoint, that agree and disagree, Wayne and them standpoint, and the truth. And that's the point. It's about truth. It's about what you can prove. So we can sit here all day and do these Country Wayne skits all day. But the bottom line is, the reason that none of these people come on my panel, because they know they're going to have to pull up some receipts with me. My channel is not your opinion because I could care less about it. What I care about is what you can prove. I'm about change. I'm about solutions. I'm about taking these country Wayne skits and not letting nobody else go through it. So if y'all can't understand why I think the way I think when it comes to these country Wayne skits, I really don't know what to tell you. But like I said, I stand on what I said. And I'm not backing down from nobody. But I already know they don't like me on these in this country Wayne sector. They don't like me at all. Because number one, I pull receipts. Number two, I'm not Team Amber. And number three, I am somebody that is very good when it comes to debating. I look at every angle of a situation. 365 degrees. I look at all of it. So before I respond, I look at how it's going to be received. That's why the next video is a response. And then I know somebody's going to argue me to ground. And then the next video is my response after that. And then my conclusion. And this is my conclusion. I stand on what I said. I can go live and pull up every single solitary receipt. And then here's what the problem is. Why I don't? Is because no matter what, the one thing I learned with negative people, one thing I learned with people that are one-sided and only see things one way, is I will be wasting my time. Because if I pull out receipts to destroy every single solitary panel's whole philosophy on Amber and Anthony, they'll still keep the same mentality. And then they'll try to get my channel flagged. Why? Because they don't want that out there. They don't want that out there. No, they're not about truth. They're about delusion. They're about the fact that they see this a certain way. And that's it on that. It ain't about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Their whole existence is Amber and Anthony staying together. Because it shows that black people can make a relationship work. Even though it's dysfunctional. Even though it ain't gonna work, but okay. If that's how y'all feel that black relationships need to be, then by all means, keep your delusion. But me, I don't believe in that. I don't think nobody should go back to anybody to commit adultery. Point blank, period. Especially if you don't got kids. It don't work. Amber is a seat filler, Captain Save a Hoe, Build a Bear, Build a Doll, seat filling, a people pleaser. And I stand on that. She is only with Anthony because of pride. I'm going to say it again. Pride. She don't want Shayla to have her life. And she'll do anything to hold on to it, even if it's destroying her in the process. Even if it's making her miserable in the process. That is what people are willing to do when it comes to winning, when it comes to competing, when it comes to, I don't want somebody to have my life. Honey, I would rather let them have my life than stay in a situation. I'm like Tina Turner. All I want is my name. I don't want nothing else from that person. I just want out. I can build something from the ground up. And that's what Tina Turner did. Tina Turner built something that was way better than Ike could even touch. Ike's career went downhill. Tina's career started to skyrocket. So that just shows you don't stay with somebody that cause you harm. You don't stay with somebody that cause you pain because you want to keep your lifestyle. Because you don't want to be broke. I'd rather be broke and start from the bottom and work my way up while I watch this other person just than me stay with that person and they continue to downright disrespect and degrade me and live in a delusion that's a bold-faced lie. Like I said, I don't understand y'all logic at all. I don't get it. I will never get it. And I just won't. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's funny to me. It's hilarious. So all I can say to y'all is when it comes to this situation, I don't know what to tell you. So if y'all want to sit here and keep believing that Amber is with Anthony because she loves him, y'all got nothing coming. This is pride. She don't want Shayla to have her life. And every time Shayla does better than her, she get pissed off. But carry on.